Channel 18 News, I'm Jim Rogers. Diane Julie Oglesby, age 32 of Sulphur Springs, was staying with a family member on Farm to Market Road 3236, but when she left the residence, she took with her an iPad Air. When she refused to return it, the resident on Farm to Market Road 3236 called the Hopkins County Sheriff's Office. The deputy went to Oglesby's home on Farm to Market Road 1567 East and Mirandized her. She admitted taking the item. She was charged with theft of property under $2,500 with 2 or more previous convictions. That's a state jail felony. She's in Hopkins County Jail on $5,000 bond. 2 brothers' intoxication led to even greater problems this weekend. Vernon Ray Kelly, age 49 of Sulphur Springs, was arrested following a traffic stop that found him to be intoxicated. Mr. Kelly was not pleased and told the officer that he, quote, would die with the rest of the officers that are dying, unquote. Vernon Ray Kelly is in Hopkins County Jail on a $10,000 bond, charged with public intoxication and obstruction or retaliation, which is a felony 3. Also arrested, his brother, John Eric Kelly, age 46. John Eric Kelly was arrested for driving while intoxicated 3rd or more times. He's in Hopkins County Jail. He's being held on a $10,000 bond. That also a felony 3. Sulphur Springs City Council meets in regular session Tuesday, 7 p.m. in the council room, 201 North Davis Street. Council will hear the second reading of 3 ordinances they approved last month on first reading, and hear and take action on the first reading of an ordinance providing for the issuance and sale of City of Sulphur Springs combination tax and surplus revenue certificates of obligation. These certificates of obligation will be secured and will be used for funding the city waterworks and sewer system as they begin remodeling. Prior to the City Council meeting at 7 at 5:30 p.m., there will be a workshop in which Garver Engineering will present their plans and also the discussion of the draft budget for the year 2016-2017 will take place.
New Sulphur Springs High School digital learning specialist Meredith Townsend was on campus Monday trying to make sure that each high school student will have their own laptop soon this school year. I found Ms. Townsend in a technology room in the library.
We are unboxing. We have about 1,300 laptops to reimage and get ready to hand out to kids, hopefully within the first month or so of school. So we've done 800, I think.
Oh.
So we've done a lot, and so we're on the home stretch, I think, of them.
Now that's enough for every kid in the high school to have one of these,
Yes,
right?
they'll have one laptop, correct.
And I'm sure the instructors and everything will be working with lesson plans and all that with these in mind.
Yeah, this is, we're calling this year 0, and so we're trying to get the laptops out to kids, let them get comfortable. The teachers who feel good about using them more often in their classrooms will. My main role is going to be to help teachers implement technology through their classrooms and their lessons at kind of their pace, and so that's sort of what we're doing right now is.
So obviously you're in the library here, putting them all around here, but will they be going in all the classrooms? Is that
No,
right?
each kid will, we haven't come up, we don't know exactly what our plan will be to roll them out yet. That's still being written up, but every kid will get one to take home and have with them, and they'll be in charge of their laptop. And so they won't necessarily be in the classrooms. The kids will take them to each classroom, take them home, do their homework if they need to, or whatever. So
Well, there's some good education apps and stuff like that help them with.
Yeah, we're going to be on Office 365, which has things like OneNote, which is a great tool for teachers to distribute notes or assignments or videos or content. I mean, really, you can do so much with it. And so we're going to use probably OneNote a lot. OneDrive is an online, it's like a cloud storage. So while these don't have a lot of gigs in them to store, you can store on a OneDrive, and kids can access their files as long as they have internet.
Yeah.
So
This is something, I guess, as far as you're concerned, you've been immersed in since forever, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, I've had technology probably, even in high school, I had it, and Last year I taught biology at Highland Park, and I used Google Classroom. We use laptops every day for the last 2 years in my classes. Back then, so this is just a new branch for me, and I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be good for the kids here, and it's going to be good for the teachers. So I think it's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
And kids are, this is not anything usually very daunting to them. They catch on to this technology pretty quickly.
Yes, it's not usually the kids you have to worry about. I mean, really, it's kind of old hat for most of them. Sometimes the adults might have more trouble than the kids do. But yeah, laptops are, especially these are really, they're simple. They don't have a ton of they don't have gobs of stuff on them. They're very simple. Got the basics, Microsoft, and then almost everything else can be internet-based. I mean, that's how the world's kind of shifting, I think. Chromebooks are really popular because everything's internet-based. They're fast, they start up quick, they're cheap. These sort of had the same idea to it.
Were you impressed when you heard about the plan to implement all this? It's been going on, I guess, for 3 years or so.
Yeah, that was I actually had interviewed for just a biology job, and then when they told me they were doing this, that's really what I wanted to get into, but it was hard to find when you're in such a small kind of area to find something, and so I was really excited. This is exactly what I wanted to do. I think it's important, so I think it's going to be good. And
it looks like you've got your work cut out for you. There's stuff all over the place.
I do, and it'll all come together. We have a system, so it's working out. And his daughter's been helping. She's been really good. She tags them all for us and helps unbox them, and so.
Now for sports, the Lady Cats volleyball team had their first practices of the season Monday. They have scrimmages planned Friday and Saturday, and then they'll be opening the regular season on August 9th at home against Mount Vernon. I talked with new Lady Cats volleyball coach Justin Manis Monday morning.
We've had close to 40 girls come to try out. We've already done our conditioning for the morning, and we're about to get into our tryout sessions with volleyball and everything.
So really this is kind of deciding, who goes where on
teams, and there's going to be a lot of good competition here, we get to see who's been putting in work and things like that, and who's ready to perform.
We had real strong performance from underclass teams last year, and then of course a knockout year for varsities.
Very much so. The freshman bunch coming in was undefeated out of 8th grade, and so they're going to come up and add some competition. And then we have really good returners from that team last year, the varsity team that did so well. So it should be exciting.
Yeah, you only lost 3 seniors on that team, so.
Yeah, and with the kids that are being developed, we're able to fill in those spots and able to keep moving. So that's a good thing.
The thing about volleyball, you guys never sit around and wait for a long time. I mean, you start practicing and you're already looking at your first scrimmage.
Yes, we're looking at our first scrimmage Friday, so we got to get a lot of things done here in the next couple of days to decide teams and start implementing some things so we can use them this weekend.
Who will be the scrimmage opponents, and when will they be?
We have Cumbie and Commerce coming on Friday. We'll go 10, 11, and 12, be playing all 3 courts, and then we go to Wills Point on Saturday. And like I said, I have a schedule of that I'll get to you.
Now you open the season the following week at home here, right?
Yes, sir. We open up the season, which should be exciting. I try to get a few more home games this year so we could have a home crowd pushing us. And so I'm sure the girls will be ready to go come then.
Now that'll be a week from tomorrow.
A week from tomorrow, yes.
Who will you be playing?
I believe we got Mount Vernon coming in.
Oh, okay. It'll be just the 2 teams. I know sometime on openers we've played a couple of different teams, but they'll be. Yeah. And Mount Vernon, what do you know? They're usually pretty good, pretty competitive.
Yeah, usually pretty solid coming in. So I expect it to be a challenge, but like I tell the girls, we're going to prepare for any team the same. We're going to act like we're going to go out and we're playing the toughest team in the nation. So that's how we're prepared for it.
Looks like volleyball's on the rise here. I get that feeling with the numbers and just everything.
In the past 10 years, just from coaching it's become a very, very popular sport. There was one point where I heard that the participation rate went past basketball. So there's just a lot of participation in volleyball.
Despite some first-day no-shows, the Wildcats team tennis squad had their first day of practice Monday. It began with early morning conditioning and then all-important matches against each other to determine seeding. I talked with Wildcats tennis coach Tony Martinez.
Day one, yes, we are. We're all out here this morning at 7:30 on the track, and we were hit the ground running, as you want to say. And we had a good, we had a good workout this morning.
Now, very important here, you've got your kids playing each other, and they're trying to get the best seed they can, somewhere 1 through 8.
Yeah, we're working through our challenge matches this week, and we want to find out who we put, against the other teams starting next Tuesday. I have 2 matches, and I need to find out what my lineup's going to be like. So this whole week is more involved around doing the challenge matches and ranking and seeding our players. And they'll usually stay like this. After this week, they'll probably stay at that same position throughout the year.
We've seen in some years past where there wasn't a lot of activity, really, maybe a match or 2 before district play started, but you're jumping right in and getting the kids on the court quite a bit.
Right. I think we have about 8 to 9 matches scheduled before we play our first district match. And so starting next Tuesday, we have 2 matches on, I guess, August the 9th. Tuesday we play White House in the morning, and then we travel to White House, and then we get in the bus and we travel to Mount Pleasant to play Mount Pleasant that afternoon at 2 o'clock. So we have like a double header, and it makes for a long, warm day. And then we start again Thursday. Every Tuesday and Thursday till school starts, I have matches scheduled for the kids.
So basically, just the more you can get them on the court, just will help them come along.
Just get more court time. That's the key right here to any program. If get the players out there to play quality matches, and then we may play some teams that are maybe not up to par with us, but we're still going to run into those type of players throughout the season. So that's why I've learned to go against the good players, and we go against maybe not so good players. But our players have to get used to playing a spectrum of different variety of players.
Sometimes not easy for kids to end their summer vacation and come out this. You just hope for the best.
That's right. I mean, some are still on vacation time, and it does kind of hurt them in the long run when we get going here in about another, like next week or 2 weeks. If they've been on, let's say on the couch for the last 4 weeks, that sun's going to eat them up at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock next week. And so we got to give them time, but at least by that time we get to our first match in September the 6th, they will have, hopefully catch up with us.
Are you optimistic about a good year this year?
I am this year. I'm still looking at us making it into the Final Four. I mean, for area district, and I haven't been there. We got close and close the last 2 years, but I'm still counting on it with the bunch that we have out here. That we should be able to make it, and it's just going to be a little bit tougher than I thought, but I still feel optimistic that it's going to happen.
Season ticket week for Wildcats football season tickets got underway Monday morning in the high school library. Again this week, Lynette King is coordinating the season ticket effort.
Monday and Tuesday. If you already have season tickets from last year, then you can come back and pick your tickets up, same tickets. Wednesday, if you already have picked up your tickets and you would like to do some changing or make additional purchases, then Wednesday is the day to come. If you don't have tickets at all, you have to wait until Thursday or Friday.
What was the reception like this morning?
We had about 5 or 6 waiting for us this morning.
Oh, okay. So eager.
Yes, yes.
And it looks like pretty steady.
It is very.
It's hard to get a parking spot out around the front of the building.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
It looked like a pretty good line when I came in maybe 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
You're working it out well here.
Yes. Yeah, we're doing good.
It doesn't take long. Anything people need to bring or anything like that, or what's
If they cannot come to pick up their own tickets, then they need to send a letter or a note of some kind.
Monday, Tuesday, you pick them up. Wednesday,
Like if, excuse me, if I cannot pick up my own tickets, then I write a letter designating someone else to pick up my tickets. I have to send the check. The other person can't use their check. It has to be my check to pick up my tickets.
Okay.
Sulphur
All right.
Springs.
And so,
And the checks would be made to
Okay.
SSHS or SSISD.
now, where did we stand? We had maybe a few scattered single seats going into this
Golf
process.
course, you're at the golf course.
Yeah, there weren't a whole lot, most of them down low.
Got it. Hey,
I don't remember, excuse me,
yeah, you know he's moving.
I don't remember exactly how many tickets we had left,
Gone
but there were
weekend.
in the neighborhood of 50.
All right, we need to stress that
Yeah,
people stay
everything's
away
good.
from the noon hour.
When they started working.
Don't
Yes,
Thinking that's a great
yes.
time to come out.
We're open from 8:45 to 12, and then from 1 to 5,
All right.
all day. Every day, Monday through Friday.
Well, we're glad to have you back, and
Well, we're glad to be back. We're looking forward to a good year.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.